Hello, Twisted friends, fans, and all other configurations of viewer. My name is Twisted Trissler, and welcome to the channel. Um, as the title of the video states, we must talk. There's a lot that I actually have to talk about. One of which is more of where I've been in this past week. I did completely stop uploading altogether, partially because of the fact that I needed to take time to figure out whether or not remaining on this platform was going to be okay for me, or if I was going to basically be ended financially because of the upcoming changes to YouTube. For those of you who do not know, which those of you who create alongside me will already know, or at least you should. For those of you who watch and don't really get into the political BS of YouTube, YouTube has actually come under attack, basically, for the lack of a better phrase, from the FTC. Basically, the FTC. So there's a thing out there called the COPPA law, or it's the COPPA law. Basically, is how I'm going to refer to it. It keeps advertisers in check and prevents advertisers from gaining data and knowledge about kids under the age of 13. Now, I will leave a link down below to what it is and how basically YouTube is being affected by it. So that way, you guys don't just take my word for it. You guys can actually do some research on your own and find out. Because basically, in this video, I'm going to talk about COPPA. I'm going to talk about how COPPA affects me, and then I'm going to talk about my opinions on COPPA. Now, COPPA, basically, what it is for the generalized YouTuber is basically you have to go through and list each one of your videos as either made for children or not made for children. That being said, because there are people who will abuse this, the FTC has come out and said that anyone who is found to be incorrectly categorizing their videos can face up to a $42,000 fine. Per video, mind you. I'm actually going to get in cab here so that way I can talk. That being said, I'm going to come out and say this now. Yes, I play video games on this channel. That's primarily what I do. That's primarily what I've always done. I will branch out to other things in the future. However, my content that you will always see here is not and never will be made specifically for children. Now, in the coming days, you guys will see like Minecraft videos and stuff like that, and I'm putting this out here publicly just to make sure that the FTC can't screw me over. That my content is not and never will be made for children. Because of the fact that I play my games with my friends and by myself very differently from what is okay for children. Now you may see it, oh, Minecraft, this is good for little Jimmy or little Susie. No. Because the jokes that I make and the fact that I cuss like a sailor are never going to be okay for kids. Now, if you are a cool parent I say a cool parent because that's what I grew up with. But if you are a quote-unquote cool parent or whatever you want to consider yourself, and you like to let your kids watch things and don't care if there's cussing and swearing in that, that's on you. Because I'm not going to fall because you are okay with that. Now, the occasional kid watches my videos, I'm still going to be okay with it. I am not age gating my videos under any circumstances because of the fact that my videos do not feature gore, or if they do, they will be age gated at that point, and they do not feature pornographic content. My combine is slipping. Now, lewd is different from pornographic. Basically, anything that deals in a sexual related matter, like sex jokes and stuff like that, I'm not going to be age gating. But if I play a game where it's just all out, straight up, there's no denying that that's a pornographic scene, then I'm going to age gate it. I'm not stupid. And I know that, if I had kids, I wouldn't want my kids seeing that as is. That being said, I'm going to come out and I'm going to strike something that's probably not going to sit well with a lot of you parents out there. But I, for one, as a creator, am not going to take the fall when you cannot parent properly. It is your responsibility to be monitoring what your child is doing on the internet. I, as a creator, do not have the will nor the time to sit here and police and monitor every single thing that your kids watch. That is why all of my videos are not made for kids and are not kid-friendly. Now, that is the relationship between YouTube, COPPA, and Twisted Trizzler. That being said, COPPA, I can see where it has its benefits, where it's actually going to benefit the world and, it's going to make things easier on parents. However, I think that COPPA is completely and totally incorrect. I think that basically, from what I know, is that YouTube had a problem with some channels, a lot of channels, making quote-unquote kid-friendly videos, aka like toy unboxings and the such. And then they were marketing them towards kids, and different ad tracking type of stuff was actually pulling data from kid-friendly channels. So basically, like, you would have a kid that would watch something on mom or dad's computer where, the ad tracking would kind of see something different, and basically it would start playing ads for different things that are also not kid-friendly. That's one instance of it. The other one is because it is actually against the law to pull data tracking so that way they can display the proper advertisement for kids. That's actually illegal. So I could see how that actually helps out in the world. However, when YouTube kind of did what they did in terms of putting out a memo stating that the creators are now responsible for this solely, and that YouTube has an algorithm in place to help determine whether or not a video is quote-unquote kid-friendly or not. And if they're mistaken, basically YouTube said, we have an algorithm to help you with that, but as all machines don't work 100% of the time, so it's not our fault if you mess up. Basically being the scapegoat, putting the creators at blame, when it was YouTube and their data tracking that caused a lot of this to begin with. Personally, I don't think that COPPA should exist. I believe it is the job of the parent to monitor what their kids are doing on the internet at all times. Because the internet is a massive place where 98% of all humanity's knowledge and art and entertainment all exists, is within the internet. That is a lot of power to hand to your kid and just go, okay, go do what you want. So personally, I don't think that COPPA should exist for that reason. I think that parents should be parents. and keep an eye on what their kids are actually doing on the internet. But a lot of you are going to disagree with me because you are parents, and little Billy or Susie or whoever your kid is kind of tough to handle, and that's your escape. Well, number one, the internet should never be your escape for anything. If you can't handle it in the real world, then it's time to learn how. I apologize for all those folks out there who, I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm just infuriated at the fact that now my career and what I love to do is being bullied because of people who cannot watch their children, and because of companies that want to take advantage of children. Now I'm being bullied because of it. And there's only certain things I can say or do, because if I mess up, or even if I don't mess up, and I label my video, my Minecraft video that week, as not kid-friendly, and the FTC goes, well, that looks kid-friendly, you did that wrong. Now I risk losing everything. All because I want to create videos that people enjoy. Notice I didn't say videos that kids enjoy. People. Doesn't matter. You could be 14, you could be 40. I don't care. My fans are my fans, my friends are my friends. Now, that is kind of the gist of what's going on. Like I said, I'll leave links down in the description below for everybody who doesn't quite understand what COPPA really is and how it's affecting this. Now, I'm not one that believes in petitions hardly anymore that will change anything, but I know there's a couple of them going around. For those of you who do have my personal Facebook, I did share one there. Feel free to go check it out. And, you know, there's a possibility that through all of that, we may end up being able to change this. We may be able to stop the FTC's reign, because here is ultimately what's going to happen. People are going to get bullied by this, as they already are. People are going to leave YouTube, and people are going to find a creative outlet that's going to back them up to be able to do what they need to do on the internet as a creative outlet. Now, thanks to you guys, let's turn this to a brighter note. Thanks to you guys, and thanks to people like Max Level Mag, any and all of my videos will not be monetized, so there shouldn't be any ad tracking coming from my videos. You guys may catch a video every now and again that's, you know, I used a copyrighted song in or whatever, that the other people that I got the song from are trying to monetize the video. But keep in mind, my videos are not monetized. They will never be monetized, so far as I can help, because I have your guys' support. That's why I kick so hard for you guys to go over and check out the Patreon and stuff like that, is because that helps keep it ad-free for everybody. I'm calling more on crowd support from the people around me that like to see these videos than I am on people actually, you know, being paid and such by a lot of these companies, or by a lot of like ad companies. I apologize for all of you out there that are kind of like, he's just rambling on. That's because I'm heavily frustrated and I'm heavily infuriated, as I was stating before, at the fact that this has become a thing. and I have a lot of things to say to everybody about it, and I'm trying to keep my cool the best I can, because from the lawyers and stuff that I've spoken to and the sources that I have, the FTC is basically coming out and making themselves known and making themselves sound big and bad, and in reality they may not do much about it. We don't know, as there has been a very limited supply of knowledge that has come from them. But the biggest thing that I wanted to express to all of you, and to have this video on my channel, especially as the trailer, telling you all that I am not kid friendly, my videos are not kid friendly, and they will never be kid friendly. And when they are, if they are, there will be signs and stickers and posters everywhere on that one video. I doubt that'll ever come to fruition, but because there's not really many kiddie things that I really like to deal with on my channel. I don't do toy unboxings. I don't do, baby mystery box come in the mail thing, unboxings. I don't do any of that. My channel is video gaming and computer PC technology. Stuff that should be way far advanced for those, for the kids out there. Anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to touch on it. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I do apologize. It's kind of a rant and rave. However, I'm trying to make sure that I cover my grounds in being able to stay on the platform and not getting charged ridiculous fines because a company thinks that something is different than it is. But for all my loyal friends and fans, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate you guys up to this point. I'm sorry that I took a week off kind of unannounced, but I needed to kind of take my time to make sure things are going to go right for me. To make sure that I didn't need to abandon YouTube and go through any other platform like Twitch or Mixer. Or any other, there's probably 200 different video streaming sources out there that I could upload videos to. But I really can't thank you guys enough for watching me and supporting me through all of this. That being said, this video should be going up the day before Thanksgiving. As you can see, it's 3:42 a.m. for me. This should be up later on this morning, if everything is applicable, followed by another Minecraft video on top of that, on top of basically on our actual server, through the EAG server. So be looking forward to those. For those of you out there who are watching this, because this was actually recorded after the Thanksgiving or the Minecraft video, because English. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. Eat an extra piece of turkey for me. And as always, I love you guys. See you later, and keep it twisted.